Yikes, you be like, hey yo, what's the price? Yikes, when it come to me, I do nothing twice. Yikes, 223, got you.
Just got a couple calls on the board just now. They're coming over as a person. We're getting Federal and Van Buren.
We was real close. Anytime you seen heaven, you seen me. Anytime you seen me, you seen heaven.
It appears to be gone alive. We need the ambulance over here.
Didn't ever, think about my life without my cousin Heaven. We was always together. If we weren't together, we was on the phone.
Caller states that a female victim has been on the side by the 7-Eleven.
She was big on family. She was working on getting herself together for her and her son, chasing her dreams, finishing school so she can get everything together for her and her son.
The offender appears to be a female one. She was wearing a red bra with black shorts.
Them to remember that she was kind. She always gave people her last. She never played about her son, never played about her family, and she was a good person.
Tuesday, October 3rd, 2023, just before 11:30 p.m., police responded to a disturbance in the first block of West Van Buren. There, they found a 16-year-old girl lying in the street, suffering from wounds to her chest. The teen was taken to Northwestern Memorial Hospital, where she was pronounced deceased. The Cook County Medical Examiner's Office later identified her as Heaven Taylor.
16-year-old girl did in the loop. This happened late last night on Van Buren between Clark and LaSalle. Police say an unknown female the victim twice in the chest before getting away. The 16-year-old girl was taken to Northwestern Hospital where she later died. No one is in custody.
A fight turning in the loop overnight. Chicago police are trying to find the person who stabbed a teenager.
Chicago police say two women got into a fight. One of the women pulled out a knife and stabbed the other twice in the chest. The victim, we're told, was just 17 years old. Chicago police spent much of the night and into the early morning hours investigating in the loop as this fight happened last night around 11:30 on Van Buren near Dearborn. You can see officers processing the scene and collecting evidence. Police say a 17-year-old got into a physical fight with another woman and was twice in her chest. Now that woman took off running. Now the victim, she was taken to Northwestern Memorial Hospital where she was initially in critical condition, but police say she died a short time later. It's still unclear what led up to the fight or whether the two women knew each other. Investigators have not yet identified the woman who the teen.
We have learned today the identity of a 16-year-old girl to death in Chicago's Loop. Heaven Taylor was last night near Van Buren and Dearborn.
The attack occurred near 50 West Van Buren just before 11:30 Tuesday night. Ella Pinkney, who lives in an apartment building overlooking that block, ran to the window.
We heard a bunch of noise, which has actually become pretty normal on this block.
Police say two groups of people were arguing underneath the L tracks when an unknown female pulled out a knife and stabbed a teenage girl to death during the fight. The medical examiner identifying the victim as 16-year-old Heaven Taylor from the Chatham neighborhood. The effort is underway to access surveillance video from cameras in the area to help police find out who did this.
Several witnesses were still on the scene where a large group had been fighting. At least one person identified the suspect by name and told police Heaven had been in an argument with her when the suspect took out a knife and stabbed Heaven twice in the chest before running off.
A 16-year-old girl stabbed to death in the loop. Now police are searching for a suspect.
Loved one says Heaven Taylor, who, as you mentioned, was just 16 years old, was chasing after her dreams. This afternoon, we talked to one of Heaven's cousins who says she never imagined what life would be like without Heaven.
We was real close. Anytime you seen heaven, you seen me. Anytime you seen me, you seen heaven.
LaQuinn Carr is missing her cousin, 16-year-old Heaven Taylor.
She was big on family. Like, she loved her family very much. Didn't ever, think about my life without my cousin Heaven. We was always together. If we weren't together, we was on the phone.
LaQuinn says Heaven was intelligent and kind and striving to make life better for herself and her 2-year-old son.
She was big on family. She was working on getting herself together for her and her son, chasing her dreams, finishing school so she can get everything together for her and her son.
First District Police are investigating Heaven's. Quinn says her family is heartbroken over Heaven's death, and as she processes her cousin's untimely murder, she wants others to focus on the love and laughs Heaven shared.
I want them to remember that she was kind. She always gave people her last. She never played about her son, never played about her family, and she was a good person.
Hours ago, police tape stretched across the street. This is the spot where a large group of teens gathered last night and where one was to death.
We just got a couple calls on the board just now. They're coming over as a person. We're getting Federal and Van Buren.
As a 16-year-old falls to the ground, police are flagged down.
It appears to be on live. We need the ambulance over here.
It's just before 11:30 Tuesday night in the Loop.
Caller states that a female victim has been on the side by the 7-Eleven.
The victim is 16-year-old Heaven Taylor. Police say she died at the hospital. This is the scene minutes before police arrive. A still frame from a video posted to Facebook shows a group of teens arguing below the L tracks. Words turn to violence, and Taylor ends up on the ground. Police say she was twice in the chest.
The offender appears to be a female one. She was wearing a red bra with black shorts.
Police have not named a suspect or announced any arrests. Taylor was in the 10th grade, a student at UCAN Academy South, an alternative school on the south side. Her principal says Taylor had a huge, bold personality, as bright as her colorful red hair. She says Taylor loved anything to do with art. Wednesday morning, the principal shared the news with the school community. She says they're holding together and supporting each other as best as they can.
The suspect was later identified as 18-year-old Egypt Otis. Police were contacted by a pastor of a West Side church who told them Egypt wanted to turn herself in. Just after 5 p.m. Wednesday, police met with the pastor and Egypt outside a West Side church, and she was placed into custody without incident. Egypt faces a count of first-degree in the death of Heaven Taylor.
Chicago police charged 18-year-old Egypt Otis with first-degree murder in the death of 16-year-old Heaven Taylor. Police say Otis fatally stabbed the teenage girl in the Loop Tuesday night near Van Buren and Federal.
Charged with 16-year-old girl to death in the Loop will remain in jail. 18-year-old Egypt Otis appeared in court today. She's accused of Heaven Taylor during an argument Tuesday night near Van Buren and Dearborn. Taylor was the mother of a 2-year-old son and attended UCAN Academy South.
A video posted to Facebook shows the scene minutes before police arrived when a group of teens were arguing.
You get your ass back. You ain't no bitch.
A man who worked at the same church as the pastor told media outlets she was being attacked, and in all the videos that you see, she was being attacked. People were trying to portray it as if she was the aggressor, and she wasn't. She was standing there until they came and attacked her, and it escalated. We extend our heartfelt condolences, and will keep Heaven's family in our thoughts and prayers. I'm sure the tragic loss of Heaven has had a profound impact on those who have come to know her. Comment and let us know your thoughts below, and be sure to give this video a thumbs up. And if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe to the channel. I got more videos coming, and I'll catch you in the next one.
Yikes, you be like, hey yo, what's the price? Yikes, when it come to me, I do nothing twice. Yikes, 223, got you taking